This is Andi Purewal, Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We're in London and I'm joined by trainer Mark Tibbs. Mark, firstly, how are you?
Very well, thanks, Andy. And yourself, have you been around the world as you normally are?
I've been enjoying a brief period out stateside, obviously for Taylor Serrano and Canelo Bivol. Mark, obviously back here now with a big fight on Saturday night, Buatsi Richards, where your charge, John Hedges, returns to the ring. Mark, talk to me about John. What are you hoping to see from him on this outing?
Well, John's he's a developing fighter, as I keep saying, and I expect him to be a bit more dominant in this fight, a bit more front-footy, and get measure very quickly, as in distance, and take the wind out of the sails downstairs, and go up and down, but not waste much, and just keep being a smart, fluid boxer without taking too many shots, if any at all.
Mark, from what we've seen of John in the ring so far, how much do you think we've actually seen in terms of what you see in the gym? How much has he been able to show in his fights?
Well, listen, look, he's a young man, but his career is going to fly like that. And when John Hedges is up against it in our gym at the Origin in Raynham in Essex, when he's up against it, against top boys in this country, he really, really shines. He turns it on. He can handle himself with any of them. And we've had decent sparring this camp, but near the end we got a bit short of sparring. But we've done what we had to do to get ready for this fight. But I intend after this fight come through with flying colours. I expect to take him around the country to a bit of sparring and get more experience with top guys. Yeah.
John, talk about his opponent for Saturday night. What do you know about him and what are you hoping he brings out of John when we're in the ring?
Well, I saw one video of this guy. He's just, it's a learning fight for John. It's a learning fight for John. So, as I say, he's 20-year-old John. He's a developing fighter. He's going to be a great fighter if he keeps his nut down, keeps working at his craft. And SJM are doing a great job in, navigating his career. So that's all we can ask for.
How's Big Johnny doing?
Fisher. He's back punching now. He walked in the gym the other week and he's bouncing about a little bit. Got his scan, got the thumbs up for his scan, and it's lovely. I think I've broke him in a little bit, like pad wise, but not too much. But yeah, it's nice to get Johnny Fisher back in, and he brings a buzz. He brings the country roads to the gym. The music. So it's nice to have Johnny Fisher back in the gym. Yeah.
Just a few other topics I want to get your thoughts on. Obviously, last week we saw the announcement Amir Khan has retired from boxing. Just want to get your take on him and what was an outstanding career.
Brilliant career. What an ambassador he is for our country. Wonderful career, Amir Khan. Big cojones, faced a lot of people, gone in there, and I think he's one of our best of British boxers, 100%, and don't get enough credit for that. So I'm glad he's retired. He's done it, hasn't he? He's done it all. Yeah.
Do you think he's someone who we will start to acknowledge more now that he has retired and the achievements he had within the sport?
I guess so. That's how things are, isn't it? That's how it works out. He's a great boxer, Amir Khan, wonderful boxer, and had a great career, especially here and in America. And gave us that last fight that we all wanted years ago against Brook, but we got it in the end. And I'm glad he's retired though.
Obviously last weekend as well we saw Canelo Bivol. What was your take on Dimitri Bivol's brilliant performance and his points victory?
Brilliant, good performance. To be fair, weight-wise, his amateur fights and his length of him tall, and he's had 270 amateur fights. I'm not really surprised, I'm not really surprised, although I fancied Canelo. But I'm not really surprised, and weight categories are there for a reason. And Canelo's, I know he's dense and short, but you can't keep going up unless they're a different level. Do you know what I mean? He's obviously he's at an elite level.
And obviously, just away from Canelo, your old charge Dillian Whyte fell short in his WBC title against Tyson Fury a few weeks back. I just want to get your take firstly on the fight. What did you make of it?
I never thought he'd come out southpaw, so he threw me. No. So that threw me. I don't know why he did that, but listen, credit to him. He's got what he wanted after all this time. Tyson Fury's a very, very difficult man to beat. Size, IQ, range, and so it's a good fight for British boxing fans for sure. And Dillian got what he wanted. Yeah.
How would you have wanted Dillian to approach that fight, Mark, for the success you guys had together, for the work you guys put in the gym, and from what you know is to be Dillian's best attributes? How would you have preferred to have seen him approach a fight with Tyson?
It's not really fair for me to say, but I'm going to tell you what I think. I liked Dillian's feet to have been a bit more faster, not stepping aside to slide and glide, as I've always said. A little bit more sharper, as in top half. Always medium range, short range, up and down. Get to work. Let's try and throw his rhythm. Let's try and throw him, and let's try and, he's strong, Dillian, strong as a ball. They're not going to get disqualified, with all respect, as long as they play the game. But he's Tyson Fury's just big, he's long, and he's cute. So, yes, it was a tough job for Dillian Whyte, but like to see him let his hands go up and down instead of standing off trying to outbox him, southpaw and all. Yeah.
Mark, I saw an interesting clip on social media after the fight of you kind of pointing out the uppercut as a shot which Tyson could land against Dillian. Was that something which you felt was just something Tyson could be very good at, or a weakness of Dillian's that Tyson could look to make good of, and he did do obviously in the 6th round?
No, we was. I think it was me, Joseph Parker, and
I can't remember who the others were in there.
Bloody hell, it's rude. I know him well. Richie Woodall. So we was discussing tactics on Dillian versus Tyson, and then actually Richie come up with the uppercut, and but he imagined Tyson being on the ropes and Dillian vulnerable to the uppercut. Yeah, and I said, right, brilliant. I said that was good. I said, but I think if Tyson was to get him, measure him, then tee him off, I thought that would work as opposed to being on his chest, because Dillian had some success with Joseph Parker with the left hook. If you throw the uppercut against Dillian Whyte, Dillian gets the left hook off, doesn't he? So you're vulnerable to it. But no, that was a team effort, that call.
All right, Mark, I appreciate it, Tom, as always. Good luck on Saturday night, and thank you for speaking to me.
Thank you.